Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with, and as always, thank you. Now you need to put. Yeah, okay. That's more of it. As always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Now, to you guys, man, you know this does not work. We're actually in the workshop here, doing a little bit of work. We've actually started trying to do some content for the other channel, I think. Actually took some rough sewn cherry here, and we're actually making countertops for these bookcases. So we went through and I did that in the planer, and actually I'm going to show you guys on the other channel what it actually goes through and stuff. I just have to actually start doing some editing. And we're making this countertop for some built-in bookcases over here that we're going to do for this house that's down in the country. But what's cool, a couple things that are going to be cool, is everybody has somebody who taught them a lot, okay? As far as woodworking and carpentry, when I was about 8, 9 years old, we put on a couple additions to, I'm great. Any day that I can wake up, I'm great. I don't care if I got a cold. I don't care if my body aches. As long as I wake up, I'm great. Because there's a lot of people that aren't waking up this morning. But working with my Uncle Lawrence, who was crazy. He was crazy. But plumb and level, he was dead on. Got me started doing construction work. And it started me wanting to do woodwork. So as a little kid, my dad had an old shopsmith machine, which is like a 5-in-1 machine. It's a table saw, a boring jig, a drill saw, a wood lathe, and what am I missing? Disc sander. And so I started doing some little projects and stuff growing up. And in fact, some of those little cabinets that I made as a teenager, my mom still uses. Let me say that again. Some of those projects that I made as a little kid are still in use in my mom's house. So that's where I got my first start in woodworking and things, and started, doing more and more. When I really started, after I got sick, I had a flesh-eating bacteria. I was a building engineer for a company, and had a flesh-eating bacteria in my knee, and spent 6 months learning how to walk and trying to take care of Michael when he was little. I started doing some more woodworking projects for people, a little bit here and there, to make ends meet, and started doing more and more and developed my own company doing it. But there was a guy who took me to a whole nother level, and his name is Alex Lucas. Alex is like mid-80s now. He has like my dream home. He lives in Culpeper in a farmhouse. It's about 6,500 square foot that was built in 1835.
And what about these?
These two, I'm going to put together, these two the same way.
There's 3 of them.
No, that's it's just it. The lady wants the knot in here, so I'm actually got to fill that with like black epoxy. But he lives in a 6,500 square foot old ass house built in 1835 that was actually used as a Confederate war hospital during the Civil War. And it's on about 165 acres. He's got about 40 cows. There's a couple of ponds in there, a couple of barns and everything else. But we have to do some restoration work because termites ate the hell out of the fireplace and stuff. They ate it so bad. How bad did they eat it? It's literally just the paint left over as a detail.
No, it was so bad that she said one of the rooms.
Oh my God!
All over the floor.
Yeah, they swarm. So
and we actually saw them too when we looked at it before.
Yeah,
they were still there.
Yeah, we were looking at it a year ago, and she's like, in the springtime, the floor was literally covered with termites with these wings and stuff. I was like, yeah, they're coming out of it. So between the floors is where they were. They've been treated for termites, but we've got to go through and see how bad it is, and we got to rebuild the trim and stuff on the fireplace. So that's, for me, that's kind of fun because it's, I look at it like this. 200 years ago, people built that. So that's the first link in the chain. And some point down the road, other people worked on it too. They were links in the chain. And now here it is, almost 200 years later, I'm restoring it to help it live, and now I'm a link in that chain. So for me, that's kind of fun. So we got these really wide pieces that we're going to glue up together. And take a look at how nice it's going to be. This is actually, the cool thing about this project is, when they built the house, these were trees that they cut down there to put the house in, these cherry trees. And to find cherry boards that are this straight, this wide, it's next to impossible. And if you can, it's going to cost you about $10 a board foot. So this is some really, really nice stock here. And fortunately, got a few extra pieces. But actually, no, the basement is actually full. There's probably about 300 board feet of it in the basement of this. And it's just like, you got a gold mine down there. So how's everybody doing today? We're waiting on word on Dak Prescott and that contract. The Cowboys, apparently it's not as close as everybody said it was. The
More
Cowboys,
close than Mark Cooper.
well, true.
Mark Cooper wants too much money.
No, you know what? I'm okay. I'm actually okay. Because here's the thing. Everybody keeps saying that players are supposed to. Why do I have to take a discount, but this guy didn't?
Hey, 16's a good number.
But seriously, Demarcus Lawrence didn't take. He was the highest paid, right?
16's a good number. I'll be happy with.
I'll
be happy with 16 million. But it's apples and oranges there.
But here's what I look at. And I'm okay because here's the difference between. I think it's going to be about 17 is what it's going to be, and I'm okay with
As
it.
long as they get less than what's his name, I'm cool with that. Because I don't want to pay him the 18, 19.
Sammy Watkins. Okay, the Cowboys looked at trying to get Sammy Watkins last year, who signed for $16 million to go to Kansas City. $16 million to go to Kansas. The Cowboys said, "No, that's too much." And Sammy Watkins only had like 500 yards of reception and was injured. Odell Beckham, Amari Cooper had.
I think he's getting 19.
He's got 18 something,
18
18.3.
between 18
Okay,
19.
but you know what? I would pay Amari Cooper because Amari Cooper does the job. Don't complain. And he saved our season. Make no mistake about it.
He knew what happened when he said something.
Well,
that's why we lost that game, because he said something and then Scott Linehan with his
3 targets because Scott's. I'm still mystified why the cat. You know, I'm gonna do a video and ask the question why the hell did we think that Scott Linehan was the answer?
That's why we lost that game against the Colts, because he wasn't out there, and you can tell the difference.
I still don't understand.
That's the truth, though. It wasn't the defense.
Why they believed in Scott Linehan, thinking that he was the be-all, end-all.
That's
his record. It wasn't like he was like with the New England Patriots winning Super Bowls. So you see assistants of New England that go elsewhere and stuff. They usually don't do anything.
They're quarterbacks.
But
don't do anything.
Scott Linehan came from the Lions before here. The Lions. He had Megatron, Matthew Stafford. He had Randy Moss and Anthony Carter with Minnesota.
That's when didn't Randy Moss go?
He had the greatest show on turf. The Rams at the end of their reign.
Was he there when they went to the playoffs? With Randy Moss, because they almost went to the Super Bowl. Randy Moss.
No, he was long gone when that team was around.
No, because Randy Moss almost went to the Super Bowl his first year. They lost that game. That's all in on that one.
Daniel, I haven't forgot about you, man. We're going to get your bar built and things. I got to make some money right now. Don't forget. I ain't going to forget you. That's the next project on the kitty. They've been bugging the crap out of me for this for a year. So you'll be sipping some Hennessy at the bar watching your Redskins lose. Daniel, don't worry about it.
He'll be at the tailgate too, watching the Redskins lose.
Oh, but I'm talking about every week.
Oh, okay, that's different.
You'll be watching the Redskins lose every week.
Yeah, with that bum quarterback Haskins.
Is a 17 reasonable, Cooper? I think 17 is reasonable for Amari Cooper because look,
I wouldn't pay him the max.
No, think about it, because people are like, well, Antonio Brown, he's getting only 16.
That's because he's old.
But that's like, yeah, thank you. He's 31. Amari Cooper.
But he's only
25 until next month. He's young. You can sign him to a 4-year deal, and he's still not even 30 yet.
I'll take 17.
Okay, so and we were last year of Dez Bryant, we were taking a $16 million hit for Dez. Now I'm going to ask you this: who would you take over Amari Cooper right now? Would you take Julio Jones? Julio's looking for a new contract too. But Julio's getting up there. And as good as Julio's done, he ain't got a ring. Antonio Brown, I'm going to tell you, I think he's going to be a cancer, and I think that's going to kill the Raiders. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. I don't like these guys that are all about me, because you know what those me guys? They don't have a ring. No rings. No rings. And they become a distraction, and they're team killers. Odell, we're going to be the New England Patriots in Cleveland. Dude, and you ain't even showing up for OTAs.
And does he realize that they could have went 9-7 if they had a kicker and won the first 2 games without him? He doesn't realize that either.
Thank you. Julio's gets about 5 with Matty Ice, where we're told Matty Ice, he's a great quarterback. I'm sorry. You take out 2 good years of Matty Ice, he's average.
He declined last year.
But this is the thing that kills me, and this is one of those things why I look at Zeke Elliott and I say, you know what? Hey, Zeke. No, because here it is. Le'Veon Bell. This is the thing. Like, Le'Veon Bell was on a good team. A team that traditionally is going to playoffs every year. Okay? And he could have actually gotten about the same amount of money in Pittsburgh, and he wasted a whole year. That's money he's never going to make up. Okay, fine. I get it. Maybe there's problems between Big Ben, the front office, and things like that with it. And I can get that. But now you're going to a new team. Fresh start, right? Fresh start. New team, new offense, new players, new coaches. Don't you think it would be important to be there to start building that locker room, working out, OTAs, getting to know the facilities, getting to know the office? Because see, right now, this is phase 2 of OTAs. Phase 1 is basically conditioning and rehabbing, okay?
Oh, good. Yes, I like to hear that.
You know what? You would have heard that if you listened to Jobu Sports Report this morning.
Well,
oh, here we go. Odella.
But they really don't need him to do good. Oh, gold jacket already.
Look, okay.
See, that's what taking it too far, getting the gold jacket already. Gold jacket.
See, this is what I don't like. This is why I like Amari Cooper.
Yeah,
is every day you get some crap about. I mean, you saw him wearing the dress kilt thing or whatever the hell it is. Yesterday it was, we're going to be the New England Patriots.
Now I'm talking about gold jacket.
Okay, and now he's talking about Hall of Fame jackets. You know what? What you're doing is you are bringing, and this is what this. No, I'm telling you, this is what I hate about Odell Beckham. Guy has talent out the ass. It's like I wish everybody had that kind of talent. I can't say honestly that he's a bad player with his ability, but the thing that kills me is it's just like this.
Gold jacket.
Oh. Baker Mayfield, he's going to get a gold jacket. Oh, I'm going to be here next 5 years. We're going to be the New England Patriots. Okay? He's out there Front Street. Now, if the Cleveland doo-doo Browns go back to their nature, which is being crap, imagine if they are New York Giant-like this year. What are you going to hear from Odell Beckham? Next question. I don't know. If you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. Because that's something Odell Beckham, and you know what? Michael Irvin talked shit, but he backed it up. And when it wasn't going, he didn't shy away from that spotlight. And see, that's manning the F up. That's manning up. And that's the thing about Odell that I do not like. Look at me, I'm the greatest in the world, praise me, but when things aren't going right, next question. What am I making? What we're doing is we're doing some built-in bookcases over here. This is actually 2 sets. They're going to go on each side of a doorway. This is actually going to be the countertop that's going to go on top of the base ones. These are the upper cabinets, and they're going to actually have a TV that's mounted in here with a pull-out and adjustable shelves. So we're making our solid wood tops, which are going to be cherry, and put with the tung oil on them and the cabinets. So that's what we're doing. And so we're going to let this dry up. And before it rains, I think we'll go cut the grass. You got time, Joseph, in about 10 minutes? About 10 minutes or so, I can give you a call and talk to you. And then you're going to go work out, and then we can come back and do this stuff. Okay. I'll give you a call as soon as I finish this live stream because, well, actually, I'm about done right now. Just want to give you guys a little taste.
And then come back, cut the grass.
Yeah. Let me see. What was that last comment before I get out of here? Well, I'm working on some content for the other channel and stuff. So I'm just going to show you how we got these boards like this through the planer and things and show you what they look like from before, which means I've got to start doing some editing, which means it's more work. But final thoughts, I got to tell you, keeping my fingers crossed. You hear about JPP, car accident, probably lost to the Buccaneers for the season, neck injury.
And it's hanging too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like, you need to just have him in bubble wrap all off season. He don't need to go nowhere.
But thank God we don't have any of those problems in Dallas this year. And we're thankful for that.
If Finding Nemo were accurate, Marlin would have swapped grind. Okay, all right. Anyway, Dez. Yeah, Dez is one of those too. And the thing about it is, when you think about some of the biggest divas out there, how many of them have rings?
Maybe one. Just maybe one. And it wasn't because of the offense.
How many?
Maybe one.
But anyway, back to my Cowboys. Things that we have that we didn't have last year. Last year, I think there was something wrong with Sean Lee from the get-go. Because you notice Sean Lee wasn't working out in OTAs and mini camps and things like that. I think he had more issues than we thought. Because he didn't work in training camp and all that. So I think there was something going on that we weren't privy to. But he's out there working out now. He's already been named starting linebacker and everything else. Same thing, Travis Frederick, is recovered. You look at Jason Witten, and he looks like he's found the fountain of youth. Tyron Smith, oh my God. Tyron Smith looks like an absolute beast. And you'll remember last year that our team was beat down. Think about Jalen Smith. We weren't sure that Jalen Smith wasn't. Now, all of those guys are healthy. And that's amazing. And you have to feel good about that fact that we're going into right now. Last year, we were looking for a wide receiver. Last year, we were looking for a tight end. We didn't know we were going to lose our center. We didn't know if Jalen Smith was going to be good. We had all of these things that were players that are key that weren't there. This year, we got them there working out. And pray that nothing happens to these guys. If they can stay healthy, guys, the sky is the limit. I'm going to be honest with you. I really feel like it's night and day different. That sounds like a video. The difference of last camp, OTAs, and this one. So, guys, thank you as always for being part of the Jobu Sports Report. And this kind of content soon will be on